Now, let's talk about the Trump hush money trial. The prosecution's decision to put Trump's former White House aide Hope Hicks on the stand appears to have backfired because Hicks, by some accounts, has pretty much demolished the prosecution's primary claim regarding Trump's motivation for the payment. Tell me the latest about this criminal trial and why legal experts are saying that Hicks' testimony hurt the prosecution.
Well, first of all, this is a kangaroo court. I mean, there have been so many politicians before Donald Trump that have paid off people and didn't get in any trouble. I mean, Bill Clinton had an intern inside the Oval Office of the White House, didn't get in any trouble. So, they're just afraid of Donald Trump. They're trying to remove him from this election any way possible. And I say this, I think this will help him in a lot of, the African-American communities and communities where people have felt like they were targeted. And if they're paying attention, they're probably noticing that Donald Trump is being targeted. So I think this could actually help him. But at the same time, it's tough when he's worried that he can't go to his son's graduation, which now he can go to Barron's, but still just all of those weird things that make it where he has no personal freedom. And he's the president. Every single president could be in jail. I mean, Barack Obama dropped a drone strike every 20 minutes for 8 years. I mean, George Bush did some horrible stuff too. So, none of these presidents are perfect people, and they're holding Trump to a higher standard than they would anybody else because they want him eliminated.
Now, to reports of illegal immigrants, including Chinese nationals, crossing into the US and immediately ripping up all their papers. Let's hear from a local mayor.
All of these IDs on the wall are IDs that he's found in his yard that people have just discarded after they've crossed the border. These are Middle Eastern IDs. We've got lots of people here from Turkey. But over here is really interesting. Well, all these IDs on the top are they're Mexican IDs, but they're Chinese nationals. And I have no idea how they get the Mexican ID, but these are people from China.
Chinese nationals, what motivation could they have for getting rid of their identification papers, Alex, and why do they have Mexican ones?
Well, that's because they don't want a paper trail of who they are, because then they would be, they would come up if they looked them up. So what's going on with our border is disgusting, that these people can go on planes and fly on American Airlines without any sort of ID. But if I try to do it, they would never let me on a plane. So it's, a two-tier justice system. And listen, China, I'm worried that we might have to get in a war defending Taiwan, but at the same time, China's winning basically an internal war because they're the ones that are responsible for a lot of the fentanyl that is coming through our border. So, I mean, China is a very smart country. They have very smart people in that country, and they know how to game our system better than an American knows how to game our system. And that's why they're able to come here and get free Visa prepaid gift cards in New York City and free hotel rooms that are worth, $300 or $400 a night. And, they know how to game the system better than Americans do.
Now, Alex, you and your antics are inspiring a new generation of troublemakers, including this dude who has taken your shtick and personalised it to terrorise the Austin City Council. Have a look.
Because the state is trying to erase my identity as a female.
And just like my comrades in Palestine, I am also a victim of genocide.
I'm a beautiful trans woman, and the state is trying to invalidate my existence because Greg Abbott is an actual Nazi.
Alex, what have you done? What have you started here?
Well, Rita, I know Alex Stranger, and sadly, you're 100% right. He's basically an understudy of mine, and I let him loose, and now I can't stop him. It's like Pandora's box. So this is 100% my fault, but Alex Stranger will be so happy to see this clip. He's going to share it all over, so you made his day. And listen, we need more people lampooning these politicians. When you go up there and you speak seriously, they don't pay attention at all. I'm not saying that everybody has to go there and put on a women's tuck-friendly bathing suit like me or put on a wig like Alex Stranger, but it definitely puts them on their toes and heels, whatever metaphor you want to use, a lot more than being serious. So that's just the state of American politics. It's a clown world, Rita.
But you are the original and the best, and you were out at Sacramento, not with a local council, just trying to speak to these protesters, and you wanted to give them an opportunity to put their case forward, but it didn't go well.
No, they're not saying anything. Everybody has masks on. Are you still worried about COVID? This guy's having trouble breathing. So what are you doing out here today? Any comment? Since you're a lesbian, what do you think about how they treat gay people in Palestine? Like, what's the end goal? What are you guys trying to do with all this?
Just no love for you at all in Sacramento. Did anybody speak to you? Did anybody tell you why they were protesting?
No, as a matter of fact, nobody spoke with me. And when you brought up October 7th, that's when people started pouring water on me, going crazy, because they can't defend what happened on October 7th. So it's just a sad, sad scene. But I think it's all going to end soon. I do think that there's going to be protests that happen, and there's going to still happen in major cities. But a lot of the college protests, since it's May and the universities are about to let out for summer, I think the college protests will die down, but then they'll just start doing the protests in major cities, you know. So it's not going to stop, but I think it will be limited very shortly from the colleges, in my opinion.
I think you're right, Alex. It is election year, so it's protest season, but yeah, possibly not at college campuses. Alex Stein, thank you so much for your time tonight.